Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm finally jumping on the bandwagon and making this what I spend in a week video that's been going around YouTube. I've had a lot of requests to do this. I also find them super interesting. I'm subscribed to Refinery 29 Money Diaries and I read those weekly. Over the past few years, I've just gotten super interested in personal finance in general, so I kind of want to delve more into that in this video, not too intensely, but just because I think it's something that a lot of women don't talk about, and I know most of you guys that watch me here on YouTube are women, so it's cool to open up the conversation. But before we get into it, I have to thank my sponsor, which is Skillshare. You guys know that Skillshare has been a long-term partner on my channel. With the start of 2020, it's the perfect time to pick up new skills and explore your creativity, and Skillshare is the perfect place to do that. Basically, it's an affordable online learning community that gives you access to thousands of different classes related to business or design, illustration, photography. There's so many classes on the platform. Right now, I'm actually taking one on email productivity. That's something that I have found that I've struggled with a lot. And I don't think I'm an unproductive person, but I just find that emails end up taking up so much of my day, and I know that's something a lot of other people complain about too. But in the past, I've also taken classes related to like Photoshop and InDesign and different Adobe Creative Suite programs on the platform, and they've been really helpful. Most classes are under 60 minutes with short lessons that can easily fit into your schedule if you're super busy, like most of us probably are. And as I said, it's super affordable with an annual subscription coming out to less than $10 a month. So if you're interested in exploring your creativity or picking up a new skill at the start of this year, you can click the link at the top of my description box to get 2 months free of Skillshare Premium. So before we get into what I spent this week, I want to give you a little bit of background information on me, because I feel like a lot of people don't really do that, and then these videos get taken in kind of a weird way. So I'm gonna just look at the format of a Refinery 29 Money Diary, which is what I mentioned earlier. I think a lot of you know what I do for a living, or at least like have a rough idea, but if you've just stumbled across this video, one way that I make money is through making these videos. I don't have ads running on my channel at the moment and haven't for quite a while, so the only way I really make money from YouTube is via sponsors, like Skillshare sponsored this video. And then when I have affiliate links in my description box, I make money off of that. So say this is actually a t-shirt and necklace from my own brand, so I would just link out to my own brand, but if it wasn't, I could put an affiliate link in the description box and then make a small percentage. It's different for every company off of any sales that I make through that link. So I make money from YouTube in that way, and then just kind of on social media as a whole, but brand partnerships are the main way I make money in terms of social media. And then I have a fashion brand, Stadsballet, which is a unisex clothing and accessories brand, and that's another way I make money. So I don't have a salary. My income is always kind of different. At least with social media, I've been doing this for a while, so it's pretty easy to predict what kind of money that I'll make, as long as I'm being nice to my brand partners and keeping up those relationships and being decently consistent. And then with the brand, to be straightforward, we've had it for close to 3 years now, and I own half the company with Avery, who I know some of you guys are also familiar with, and he and I don't take a salary, but we take profit draws after each release that we do. So we basically just take a percentage of profits kind of as a lump sum at once. But we actually didn't take any money from our company until spring of 2019, late spring, early summer 2019, which is kind of crazy. And the only real reason that we could do that is because we have other incomes and other jobs, and we still have the ability to kind of choose how much money we take depending on the situation. So yeah, but for now, I would say that my income is pretty split 50-50 between the business and my social media career, I guess. Other than that, I'm 22, I'll be 23 pretty soon, and I am living in Brooklyn, New York. For monthly expenses, I pay $1,200 in rent, and then all of the other bills that come with having an apartment usually add up to be around $100. So like renter's insurance, gas and electric, internet, etc. I don't have any student loans or real credit card debt. I did go to school and I paid for it out of my savings account, so I kind of feel in debt to myself in that way. But I'm really thankful that I don't have student loan debt. I also dropped out of school, if you don't know, so that's also a thing. I have an associate's degree, but I didn't continue throughout the bachelor's degree. I won't get too far into it, but all of my like techie sort of subscriptions and phone and stuff like that adds up to be around like $150 a month. And I don't have a car. I use public transit or Uber most of the time, but I also just walk a lot of places. And then my savings differ each month, but I auto save 30% of every paycheck. That's something I do through Chase Bank. That's something you can do in your banking app. I never realized that you could do that, especially as a freelancer. Like, I always heard people talking about autosave, and I thought that meant that you had to take out like a specific amount each month, but you can do a percentage, at least with Chase, and that's been really helpful for me. I really like to buy property before I'm 25, so that's something that I'm working on. So I really try to have the self-discipline to funnel any extra money I can into my savings account or into my Wealth Simple account, which is another banking app that I use. I have a portfolio on there, and then I also have their Smart Savings account, which is another banking app I use. I'll pull it up. So I have an investment account with them, which investments are something that I really knew nothing about. Wealth Simple is like a robo-advisor, if you're not familiar with those. There's some other ones on the market. This one was the most interesting to me because they offer socially conscious investing, and they also have some of the lowest fees. I'll put my referral code down below. You guys can get $10,000 managed for free for a year via the referral if you're interested. I signed up via someone's referral. It's working great for me. But yeah, I have one of their balanced, socially responsible investing portfolios, and the economy is crazy right now, so it's been doing pretty well. And I also have one of their Smart Savings accounts, which is something that I would probably recommend the most to you guys, because my other savings account that has way more money in it generates pennies, and this one has actually generated real interest. I'm definitely considering making more of a switch over to using this as my primary savings account soon. Yeah, like I said, I'll have the referral code linked down below for you guys, but I guess it's time for me to get into my weekly spending. So I put all of my spending that I can, aside from like rent and a few other bills, on credit cards, because I like getting those points, and then I just pay off my bill in full when the time comes. And I found that that works best for me. I mainly use the Chase Sapphire Preferred card. If you know that you have any big purchases coming up, I would highly recommend it. You can get a lot of bonus points if you spend, I think, $4,000 in the first 3 months, and then you can get like an $800 flight or something like that. I don't remember the exact details, but that's cool. I'll put a referral code for that down below too. But this is my last week of spending. I had just gotten back from the holidays, and I had spent a bit of time in LA, so I came back, and to be honest, I didn't have any groceries, so there are some random expenses in here, and I was being social and seeing people that I haven't seen in a while, going out for dinner, drinks, etc. So some things added up. But one of the first things that I did when I got back was go to my favorite flower store and coffee shop in my neighborhood. This is something that I will spend money on. I love having fresh flowers in my apartment. I make my own bouquets, and I fill a couple different vases, and it's just something I really enjoy doing. It's a weekly habit of mine, and I make it a priority. So I spend like $15 to $40 on flowers a week. I know it's a lot. This time I spent $35.75, and that's with tip for the florist for wrapping my flowers. And then I donated $10 to Bernie Sanders. That's also probably a weekly expense. I don't have it on like automatic donations, but you know, I get like 5 or 6 emails a day, and eventually it just gets me. I was also donating to Warren. I don't know if I should really be getting into politics in this video, but I was also donating to Warren for a while, but I think I'm on the Bernie train now. And then that evening I went to dinner and drinks at a restaurant called Papazzul with my friends, and I ended up putting all of this on my credit card, and then I got Venmo'd later. So it ended up only being like $39 or something like that, but I spent $105.19 according to my bank statement. But I got all those credit card points, double points at restaurants. And that was my spending for that day. And the next day I took a yoga class, which happened to be free via ClassPass because it was prepaid for, but I didn't have to pay for it because I have a lot of referral credits, so thank you guys. And then after class I stopped at a little juicery and restaurant down the street. I love going in there, but I don't make it a habit, and I spent $12.51 on some lunch and a juice because I really needed to go grocery shopping. And then later I also ordered caviar for dinner for a friend and I spent $39.44. But I also got an Essence refund from the Essence sale on this day for $251.12. So does that cancel out all my previous spending? I don't know. The next day, I also went out for dinner and drinks. I ended up just covering our drinks. This was at a restaurant called Black Flamingo, which is a really delicious vegan restaurant in Brooklyn. And I spent $23.25 on our drinks and some chips and guac. Oh, and earlier that day, I also got coffee and breakfast at a little boutique and coffee shop in my neighborhood called Sincerely Tommy. It's really cute. And I spent $11.50. And then I also spent $37.98 on Amazon that day, I think just for some random stuff I needed to stock up on. The next day I went out to coffee again and I spent $12.83, and that was for 2 coffees and tip. Very, very expensive. Oh my gosh. And then we finally went grocery shopping and I spent $57.81 at Whole Foods. And then we were cooking dinner together and we realized that we did not have vegetable stock, which we needed for our soup. I had to go to one of the local bodegas in the area, pick up a couple of things, and spent $12.45. Probably would have been like $4 at Whole Foods. And then the next day, this is kind of like a random expense, but I had a credit to one of my favorite stores, which is the Primary Essentials, and I went a bit over my credit and I ended up spending $97.06, and that was all my spending for that day. The next day, we went to another bodega to pick up some things that I missed out on grocery shopping and spent $9.86. And then I also went to a local wine store and spent $10.88. Here's a new monthly expense that I'm sure I'm gonna get crap for, but it's something that I'm treating myself to this year, and it is handy cleaning service once a month just to deep clean my apartment. It's a big apartment, it's 3 bedrooms, and it's $164.28. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know if I'll stick with the plan or not. And then I did not spend any money on the last day. So in total, I spent $574.60 this week. I wasn't planning on making this video originally, so I didn't even know that I was tracking my spending. I would say that's more on the high end of things because I don't go out to eat this often, but not entirely untypical. If you subtract my Essence refund though, which I really don't shop that often, it's $323.48, which I think is something I'm a lot more happy with. Yeah, I hope this video was interesting to you guys. I'm gonna link some of my favorite like easily digestible financial resources, especially ones that are like more geared towards women, down below if you're interested to learn more. And I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye!